Look at me. Look at everything I have. The Bugattis, the mansions, the private jets, the beautiful women, the empire I built. You think this happened overnight? You think I just woke up one day and bam, top G status achieved? Wrong. What you're seeing right now is the result of years of struggle, sacrifice, and absolute unwavering belief in myself when nobody else did. Today, I'm going to tell you the truth about success that these fake gurus and corporate slaves don't want you to know. God's timing is perfect, but you have to understand what that actually means. Most of you watching this right now are losers, and that's okay. I was a loser once too. The difference between me and you, I decided to change. Let me tell you something that's going to change your life forever. Most people think God's timing is perfect means sit on your ass and wait for good things to happen. Wrong. God helps those who help themselves. Let me explain this to you so even a child could understand. When I say trust the process, I don't mean be patient and weak. I mean trust your process, the daily grind, the discipline, the work that 99.9% of men today are too soft to commit to. You know why most men fail? Because they want success without the struggled. They want the view from the top of the mountain without the brutal climb. They want the reboots without the risk. I'll tell you right now, that's not how the universe works. That's not how GOG works, and that's definitely not how I work. When I was fighting professionally, do you think I just showed up on fight day? No, I was training when you were sleeping. I was dieting when you were partying. I was visualizing victory when you were doubting yourself. This is the difference between winners and losers. Winners understand that God's timing means preparation meeting opportunity. Let me tell you a story that none of these internet fake tough guys will ever tell you. I was broke, completely broke. Living in a small apartment in England, no car, no prospects. Just determination. I remember counting coins to buy food, literally counting pennies. You think that was God's perfect timing in that moment? Hell no. It was terrible timing. It was suffering. But let me tell you what I did that you probably wouldn't do. I didn't blame God. I didn't blame the economy. I didn't blame my circumstances. I looked in the mirror and said, this is on me and only I can change it. That day, I made a decision. I decided that no matter what, I would become exceedingly not good, not great, not exceeding. Because being good is forgettable, being great is impressive, but being exceeding, that's immoral. And you know what happened? Nothing, not immediately. The universe didn't suddenly reward me with millions. God didn't drop a Bugatti in my driveway. I stayed broke for months, then years. But here's what did happen. I started building brick by brick, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. The kickboxing championships, the businesses, the investments, the empire, all while losers were saying Tate's crazy or that'll never work or who does he think he is? Now look at me. This is God's timing. It wasn't about when success came. It was about who I became in the process of earning it. Let me tell you something that will blow your mind if you're smart enough to understand it. We live in a matrix, not exactly like the movie, but close enough. The matrix is the system designed to keep you poor, weak, dependent, confused, a slave to corporations and government. They want you playing video games instead of building businesses. They want you watching porn instead of becoming a man. Women actually desire. They want you scrolling social media instead of and learning. Why? Because a nation of strong, independent, wealthy men is dangerous to the status quo. So what does this have to do with God's timing? Everything. God's timing means breaking free from this matrix when you are ready. Not when society says you're ready, not when your broke friends think you're ready, when you decide enough is enough. Let me ask you something. What are you waiting for? Another year to pass? Another decade? Another lifetime? God isn't waiting to give you success. He's waiting for you to deserve it. There's a war on masculinity right now, and they don't want strong men anymore. They want weak, soft, compliant little boys who apologize for being men, ask permission instead of taking action, follow the crowd instead of leading the way. This is why so many of you struggle with God's timing, because you've been sexist meant to think like victims instead of victors. Real men understand that God helps those who help themselves. Real men know that timing is about preparation. You think I just decided one day to buy a Bugatti? No, I prepared for years to be in a position where $1 million car is just a Tuesday purchase. I built businesses that work while I sleep. I created systems, not just income. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, that's easy for Tate to say, he's already rich, then you've already lost. That's loser mentality. That's excuses. I started with nothing, less than nothing. I had debt, I had doubters, I had haters. The difference is I didn't let that die in me. I let it drive me. Let me give you the equation that changed my life. Discipline equals freedom. Sounds contradictory, right? Most of you are too simple to understand this. When you have the discipline to wake up at 4 a.m. when others are sleeping, work when others are partying, save when others are spending, learn when others are being entertained, build when others are relaxing, you earn the freedom to live where you want, buy what you want, travel how you want, help who you want, become who you want. This is God's time. It's not about waiting for freedom. It's about earning freedom through discipline. I'll say it again for those in the back. Discipline equals freedom. Your excuses don't impress me. Your circumstances don't interest me. Your past doesn't define you. The only thing that matters is, what are you doing right now to build your empire? You want to know what makes someone a top G? It's not the money. It's not the cars. It's not even the influence, it's the mentality. A top G understands that God's timing is perfect because a top G is constantly preparing for opportunity. When I started my first online business, do you think I knew exactly how it would turn out? No. But I knew that if I worked harder, studied more, and took bigger risks than everyone else, I would absolutely win. That's the top G mentality. 1, absolute certainty in your path. 2, relentless execution of your plan. 3, immature to criticism and doubt. 4, the courage to stand alone. 5, the wisdom to adapt and evolve. While others debate, I decide. While others plan, I perform. While others wish, I work. While others talk, I take. And you're sitting there watching me, either thinking this guy's crazy or this guy is right. Let me help you. I'm right. I'm living proof. Look at my life. Look at my ticks. You can deny the truth, but you can't deny the destroy. Let's talk about sanction. Because most of you are broke. You think money is the root of all evil? That's what poor people say to feel better about being poor. Money is freedom. Money is power. Money is the ability to help those you love and destroy those who try to harm you. But here's the secret about money that relates to God's. Timing. Money doesn't go to those who need it. Money goes to those who understand it. When I was broke, I didn't pray for money. I educated myself about money, how it flows, how it grows, how to make it work for me, not the other way around. God won't make you rich until you're ready to handle wealth. That's his perfect timing. Most lottery winners go broke within a few years. Why? Because they got the money before they got the mindset. I built the mindset first. The money was inevitable. Enough philosophy. Let me give you tactics, because motivation without action is just entertainment. Here's what you're going to do starting today. Wake up at 4:30 a.m. every single day. Train hard for at least 90 minutes. Fuel your body with proper nutrition, no alcohol, no drugs, no garbage. Your body is the vehicle that will carry you to success. If the vehicle is broken, the journey stops. Read 30 pages minimums every day. Listen to educational content, not music about drugs and depression. Eliminate all social media except what makes you money. Surround yourself only with winners and those on the path to winning. Your mind needs proceedingly save 50% of everything you earn. Invest in appreciating assets, not depreciating liabilities. Study wealth, not just income. Stop working for money. Make money work for you. Gratitude practice daily. visualization of your empire, prayer or meditation for clarity, unwavering belief in your destiny. God helps those with clarity of purpose. This isn't a 30-day challenge. This isn't a cute little program. This is your life now, forever. This is the ixis of admission to the top. Is it hard? Yes. Is it worth it? Absolutely. But let me tell you what happens if you don't do this. Nothing happens. You stay exactly where you are right now. Another year passes, then another. Then you're 40, 50, 60 years old, wondering where your life went. Is that what you want? To be on your deathbed with potential still inside you? Not me. I'd rather tie in the pursuit of greatness than live a life of mediocrity. Now let's talk about something none of these fake alpha males want to discuss: relationships. You think God's timing applies to business but not to women? Wrong again. The quality of woman you attract is a direct reflection of your value as a man. When I was broke, I couldn't get the time of day from beautiful women. Now they're in my DMs daily. Is that because I got lucky? No, it's because I became a man of two. Women don't want your time, your compliments, or your attention. They want your leadership. They want your strength. They want your V-view. And here's the truth that will set you free. The right woman will come into your life when you are the right man. That's God's timing. Stop chasing women and start chasing excellence. The women will follow naturally. This is nature. This is biology. This is truth. Let me tell you something personal. When I was at my lowest, it felt like God had abandoned me. The fights I lost, the businesses that failed, the betrayals I experienced. In those moments, I questioned everything. I questioned my path. I questioned my worth. I even questioned if there was a God at all. But looking back, those were the most important times of my life. That's when I was being forged. Steel must go through fire to become strong. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and great men are created through adversity. When you're in your darkest moment right now, remember this. It's not a punishment. It's preparation. God isn't testing you. He's tempering you. This is why you must trust the process. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. The struggles you face today are developing the strength you need for tomorrow. The rejection you feel now is directing you to the right path later. The failure that hurts today will give you the wisdom you need in the future. This is God's perfect timing. So when you want to quit, don't. When you want to give up, keep going. When you think you can't take any more, take more. Because on the other side of that pain is everything you've ever wanted. One more thing before I wrap this up. You need to understand the power of brotherhood, not friends, not drinking buddies, not gaming partners, brotherhood. Men who will tell you the truth when you need to hear it, push you when you want to quit, celebrate your victories without jealousy, pick you up when you fall without judgment. This is one of the most overlooked aspects of success. You cannot do this alone. Even I, Andrew Tate, the top G himself, have a brotherhood. Men I trust, men I respect, men who make me better. Find your brotherhood, build your tribe, create your army, because when God's timing brings your moment, you'll need people you can trust around you. So here's the final truth about God's timing and trusting the process. It's not about waiting for your moment. It's about creating your moment. It's not about hoping things get better. It's about making things better. It's not about deserving success. It's about commanding success. God's timing isn't a mystery. It's mathematics. Preparation plus opportunity plus action equals success. The preparation is your responsibility. The opportunity is God's gift. The action is your choice. This is why most people fail. They want the success without the preparation. They see the opportunity, but don't take action. They pray for results, but don't do the work. Let me tell you exactly who I made this video for. That person who's been knocked down so many times, they've lost count. That person who's been told their dreams are too big. That person who's working in silence while others are doubting out loud. That person who knows deep in their soul they're meant for more. I see you, I was you, and I'm telling you right now, keep going. The universe rewards persistence. God blesses consistency. Your breakthrough is coming. Your moment is approaching. Your time is near. but only if you trust the process and do the work. Here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, commit to the action plan I've given you. Without excuse, without fail, without compromise. Wake up at 4:30 IE. Train your body, feed your mind, build your empire, strengthen your spirit. Do this for 30 days straight and watch what happens. Not just to your circumstances, but to you. You'll become someone new, someone stronger, someone unstoppable. And when you do, come find me. Tell me your story. Show me your talkers. The world doesn't need more talkers. The world needs more doors. God's timing is perfect, but remember, God helps those who help themselves. Trust the process, do the work, become exceptional. This is Andrew Tate, the top G, and I'll see you at the top. If this video changed your life, prove it. Hit that subscribe button right now. Join the real world at theirlmaincourse.com. Follow me on all platforms at Cobra Tate. And remember, they can ban me, they can try to silence me, but they can never stop the truth. The war room is always recruiting. Are you one of them?